HGV drivers, we don't have enough of them. The government offered 5,000 visas. And how many people actually took up those visas that the UK government offered?
That's an ongoing process, but not very many, I think, is the answer. The ones that I specifically have been tracking are the tanker drivers for the fuel situation. And I think we know that we'd had 27 applications. It's interesting because people were saying, the Road Haulage Association, for example, were going out of the way to say the answer is open it up to visas. We open it up to visas. Actually, it's not the answer. And I don't think we really want it to be the answer either, because we're keen to have people trained domestically, paid properly for a hard day's work, and therefore pleased to go into the industry. And we've made a whole series of changes to make it to streamline becoming an HGV driver. And I'm pleased to say it's working, because we've got 3 times as many people applying now. 1,000 people a day are applying to become HGV drivers, which is a big increase, 3 times as many. And it means that we're solving the problem domestically with better salaries, which is exactly what we want to see happen.
You say that it appears that people don't want to come and work here. Is not the case, though, that if you come as a foreign HGV driver to the UK, at least up until recently, you could only do 2 visits within the United Kingdom within 7 days, and then you'd have to leave. You're liberalising this now, potentially for 6 months, so that unlimited different drop-offs can take place. Surely that'll have a big impact. But my question is, why on earth wasn't this the case before? Why is the government so prohibitively regulating how people can operate in this sphere?
Yeah, the change we're making is called cabotage, and as you described it, it means that for 14 days before an overseas driver would have to return home, they can pick up and drop off. And it's the equivalent of having some additional lorry drivers on the road. Look, people in this country voted to take back control. They voted for Brexit. I actually wasn't one of them, as it so happens. I actually voted to remain. But I think that you are duty bound to respect what people have voted for. And in this case, we want to see a higher skill, better paid HGV driver sector. And we're starting to see that happen. But I think we also have to accept that in the very short term, there are huge pressures, partly because the UK is growing the fastest of any country in the G7, so our economy is expanding quickly, and we want to make sure that we've done whatever we can do, throw everything at it to make sure that we ease the path. One of those things is to allow so-called cabotage, allow more drop-offs to be made. It's for a limited period of time. We'll introduce it before the end of the year for 6 months as we get more UK-trained drivers through the system. And I think, that is something sensible move. It's one of the great flexibilities that we have from Brexit. And I've never for one thought that we should cut off our noses to spite the face because of Brexit. Let's do what benefits us, and having that control enables us to do it, switch it on, and turn it off again, which is what we'll do.